Moving further, we have with us Mr. Justin Ho, Chief Executive Officer, Utiba Mobility, to deliver the guest of honor address. Sir, we request you to kindly take a seat on the stage.
Mr. Justin Ho is the Chief Executive Officer of Singapore-based Utiba Mobility, a pioneer in the field of mobile commerce and mobile-based transaction systems in the world, with installations in more than 15 countries. Prior to starting up Utiba, Sir was associated with NCR Corporation, an organization in the field of leading businesses around the globe to the next generation of customer interactions. Sir holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Melbourne University. We welcome you, sir, to Communique 09.
Sir, I now request you to preside over the session.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to Thank you for the opportunity to present to you and talk to you today. It's truly an honor to be in front of what I hope will be the next leaders in the telecom industry in the years to come. I would like to thank SITM for this opportunity. I've chosen, I think, maybe a somewhat controversial topic. Mobile operators, where are they going? Will they be dynamic or will they be dinosaurs? Hopefully for your futures, they'll be dynamic. Next slide. So I'm going to cover the following areas. What has worked and what has not, the coming tsunami, and how does the industry react. So if we look at the world today in the mobile operator environment, the operator's been riding this surfboard of success, this huge wave of subscribers coming behind him. 4.5 billion subscribers around the world today. In the last 10 years in India, we've gone from essentially 0 subscribers in 1996 to now over 400 million subscribers. And this wave of opportunity has seen huge build-out of infrastructure, distribution, brand building, and built huge profits for a lot of these empires. Next slide, please. So let's look at some of the winners and the losers. Winners, for sure, have been consistent voice, if I can get consistent voice anywhere. SMS has been a big winner. Roaming, ringtones, ringback tones, email, mobile broadband. All of these have been successful. Some of them have not been so successful. WAP, MMS, unified communications, video calls, location-based services. My question to you, the audience, is how many people think that these sorts of applications that we've been talking about have been generated by the industry? Who thinks they've been generated by ideas by the mobile operators? Who thinks they've been ideas generated by the vendors in the industry? People like Amdocs and my fellow colleague here. Who thinks all these solutions have been generated by the industry? Nobody? On the right-hand side, thank you. And let me ask a question. Who thinks that the user wants to be involved in generating the next level of, the next types of service that will be offered? Who thinks the user wants to be involved? Look at the next generation of executives here. All of you sitting up the back who's going to lead the industry. You all realize, thankfully, that the next generation of applications have to be generated by the users because, let's face it, me and my colleagues, we've not done a great job on all of these areas. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. Next slide, please. What's the coming tsunami? So the industry's been riding this beautiful wave, and I can see a crash coming. And what's the coming tsunami? Clearly, to me, it's the internet. The internet is now encroaching on the mobile space faster than ever. And big names like Google, Twitter, Apple, Facebook, They're all aiming squarely at the internet. The iStore evolution. Can you click again, please? Anybody? No. Anybody remember how the iStore started? Let me tell you a bit of a story. This was again another example of the industry trying to take control. If you remember the original launch of the iPhone, when it was launched, Steve Jobs said that they wanted to control the user experience. They did not want users to be able to add applications. Within 5 minutes, I think an Indian hacker had worked out how to hack an iPhone and put it up on YouTube. So that was as good as the security was. There became a cat and mouse battle between Apple and the developers, where Apple would keep adding new firmware upgrades to lock out the previous applications. There became such a feedback from the user community wanting to develop applications that eventually Apple conceded and opened iStore, formally launching with 500 applications. Today, in 2008, there were 15,000 applications. Now, 75,000 applications available. Next. How many applications can you get from a mobile operator's web portal? Anyone want to hazard a guess? If I log on to a typical mobile operator's web portal, I'm not going to name names here. Anyone? A guess? 100? 1,000? 10,000? Less than 100. How does that compare to the wave that's coming from the internet and the wave that's coming from the users? How does a mobile operator possibly compete with the millions and millions of developers out there and the millions of users who want to generate their own content? It is impossible.